People, we have been lied to. It's that time of the year again, boys and girls. The bulls have had their way with the ladies, and it's time we go and get them out. So I've got the cattle trailer up behind the tractor, Dad's gone with the buggy, and we're off to Thornton. We've managed to get the two out back at the farm. That was Wizard and Yeti. We've got 007 and Apollo left. We're just hoping they don't put up too much of a fight. So here's the plan. We've got the crash barrier pen there. We've dropped the trailer off and ran a wire right round and down to where Dad is. Dad's now going to run a wire from there down to where the cows are, which is the other side of this hill. The plan is to then use the tractor and the buggy to try and like siphon the bulls off. Maybe have to bring a couple of cows, but if we can leave as many cows down there as possible, that'd be great. We'll run the bulls then up with the buggy and the tractor and the fence up into the pen, shut the gates, and then hopefully put them on the trailer. It's a great idea in theory. Brilliant idea. Right, so you can see the cows just there. We're going to try and get the bulls into this lane, and then we'll just bring them up. Dad's going to run his wire to here, hook it up to the electric fence, and then hopefully we'll get them in. Awkwardly, you can see one bull just there, and then the other one is just at the top of the group, so he's going to make it difficult getting them out. Dad's just driving a stake in. He's going to bring this handle back to there, and then hopefully we'll be able to run them out this corner, because the cows want moved onto this paddock, so they're going to be keen to go across. That's the only trouble. Dad's just going to put the wire up for the next paddock, so I thought we'd have a look at these cows. Look at this, look, he weighs like a ton. Look at that calf. Size of it against him. You got to come home, mate. I'm sorry. Look at some of these. Oh, look at that. Stabiliser cross. That's a Chevrolet cross. Look at the size on them. Cows are in pretty good nick as well, to be fair. Like, these things don't carry the flesh of what the stabilisers do at home, but they are in good nick, especially considering they didn't look the best when they came out. They seem to have put a bit of flesh. We're going to start and feed them out here, I think, with a bit of the hay. Just roll it out. So that should keep them in decent condition. Here's the other lad. You got to come home as well, mate. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. You know the drill. Dad suggested we try and do this by hand. So, it's going to be fun. Round the back of what? The bulls? Or where are you going now then? Because you're going to get cows here. You guys, stop climbing over the rope. You don't. No. Yeah, you stand there. Stand there a minute. Stop them going that way. No, you buggers. Well, that didn't work. Well, kind of half worked. We got one bull. The other one's still in there though. Going to have a stab at getting the other bull out, because that first bull's made his way that way, so we've got a bit of leeway here. I think we can have a go. Come on, Dad, push him. Yeah, boy, we've got him. So there's one. The other one's just up there. Got these couple of cows, but I think we can filter them off the cows and get them up to the pen now. Come on, boys. The game's up. No. Don't play silly buggers. That's it. Where's Dad? Where's Dad? Dad, come on. No. Right, round two. That calf is doing my head in. It needs to leave us alone. If we can filter that off, we'd be onto a winner. Right, calf has jumped the wire. We just got the bulls. Oh, come on, don't be a pain. Don't do this. Come on, one last hurrah. Don't try and be a martyr, come on. Dad's over there, he's got the easy job because Apollo's just walking his way up. You, on the other hand, you're being a pain. Come on, just nice and easy. Take it steady. Make a move. I'll give you a bit of room if I have to. Dad's just bringing the other bull across. Hopefully that'll get them moving. We've got some movement. Let's bring this boy into play. See here, this is where it starts to narrow in now. In theory, this should be the easy part, but if they push on that wire and get out, it is electrified, but we could end up with a problem. Come on, boys, no funny business now. Yeah, boy, that's it. You just do that. That's it. That's the one. Good lads. Well, that was a turn up for the books. Literally dropped the back of the trailer, opened the gate, and they just walked in. Didn't even get a chance to put the camera on. Right, boys. Here, look. Go in there with your mates. I'd like to thank you for your hard work and enjoy your 9 months off. Come on, 007. Come on, don't act like you didn't give me the runaround. Come on. Come on. Come on, lad. Come on. Come on. The other two are already in here, so they've got to do that little bit of penis measuring, and then they should all be all right with each other. Back on the bush. Now I have a little balloon update for you. Now check this out. Balloon number one. Don't really know what that is. Looks pretty old. Number two, we got this shiny purple number. It's actually got writing on it, believe it or not. It says something about, says something to Charlie. I don't know. I found this one, which is a 60th birthday. They didn't really want a balloon, do they? 60. And then we found this one. This one's got roller skates on it. So 4 more balloons, which after last week, you're thinking that's taking me up to 6 balloons. but you're wrong. Because Dad found 3 balloons when he was doing a bit of disking. So we're actually at 9 balloons. We're a week in and we're at 9 balloons. Oh, and believe it or not, we still haven't got the one out the top of the hedge. It's bloody ridiculous. Starting to realise that after 12 months, we're going to be able to do the maths of exactly how many balloons are strewn across the UK based on the acreage of our farm and extrapolate that out to the acreage of the UK. And it's making me realise it's going to be one hell of a number. Yeah, though, come check this cover crop out because this is mental. The neighbours, where I'm doing a hedge cutting, I've got this cover crop across all the ground that there's drilled with wheat but then didn't come. And it's crazy, look at it. We've got buckwheat, which is this stuff that looks a bit like a pea in a pod. There's stuff with the purple flowers, that's some veggies in here. And then we've got all this radish down in the bottom there as well. And when I was chatting to Thomas, he mentioned that this was supposed to be like for soil improvement. So it's got a lot of deep rooting stuff in there for helping improve the soil structure. Because I think part of what they think the reason is for why it was such a poor crop last year is because it was direct drilled. They hadn't had a time through it for years, I guess. And yeah, stuff sort of sat there and hadn't had a lot of deep rooting plants in it for a while. So that's the idea with this. And I don't know, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, look how uniform it is across the whole field. And every single field's like this. It's come really well. It's quite impressive, actually. Sort of a shame you can't graze it with cattle. Maybe you could graze it with cattle, but I don't think we've got time to graze it with cattle. Should have approached them earlier, really. Because if we could have done, we would have had a lot of cattle grazing. And then that would have put some muck back in their soil as well, which should have been another plus for them. Hold the phone. Make it 10. Happy birthday. Happy birthday indeed. I knew this balloon thing was bad, but until we started counting, you just used to pick them up and didn't take any notice. Like, you pick them up, put them in the bin, move on. 10 balloons in a week is just mental. Absolutely mental. One thing I will say though, you know how I mentioned that you never see balloons flying around, you just kind of find them? Well, a couple of weeks ago, me and my wife went to see some friends and we took the boys to the park, and when we were in the park, a balloon flew over. So I take it back, you do see them flying. People, we have been lied to. Whilst I've been busy cutting hedges, Dad's been going nuts with the mower. So this is white clover, and there's not a lot on it, but we just want to tidy it up because we've got some herbs and some legumes and stuff to sow into this. And the weather people have told us that it was going to be dry all week, but they lied because it has rained non-stop. It's just been constant. We've just had another fairly heavy shower. We've had about 19 mil one day, we had another 10 mil yesterday. It's just been constant. It's like absolute barrage of rain. Now Dad's he's mowed this, but he's also mowed herbal lay as well. The herbal lay's got quite a lot on it. That was a good sort of second cut of herbal lay, and that has been down since Monday. It's now Thursday, and it's a bit wet. This is pretty much just all white clover, but look at it. It's just, you could wring that out. Horrible. The weatherman did give a dry day for today. Kind of lied a little bit again because it has rained. And for tomorrow, we should be getting another dry day. So hopefully we'll be able to get the rake into this and at least get it baled up. I am hoping and praying because it's about time we did, especially that herbal lake, because that's looking pretty, yeah, it's going to be interesting when it comes to analyse it. Anyway, as I mentioned, this field is part of our SFI herbal lay. So it's currently white clover with some ryegrass in it. We're sticking some other grasses into here to put more diverse grasses in. We're putting some red clover into it, and we're also putting some other legumes like fenugreek, and we're putting some herbs into here as well. So stuff like plantain. Under our SFI agreement, because we're 2023 SFI, we don't have to have any more than one grass, one herb and one legume, but we like to have a fair bit more than that, just so that we're plenty compliant. And I think having a bit of diversity just gives us a bit of resilience as well if we have some weather like this, where it's wet and cold. It is really cold. I've had to get the TorraMór out, that's how cold it is. Or if it's dry and it burns up, having that sort of variety in there is going to help us out. You can see in the distance, if you look really closely where the herbal lay is, there's fair chew on that, to be honest. I'm actually looking forward to getting into that herbal lay because I've still got the Tanko wrapper in the shed, and I reckon we can have a go and see how many bales we can do in an hour with that thing. Back in the yard now, Dad's been digging this old relic out because we've got a gateway that needs sorting out. A few ruts in it. We're trying to get it into herbal lay, and we just need to, got to loosen it up. There's no other way we're going to get it right. But that cloud is giving me heart palpitations. I think it's going to rain again. It feels rainy. Oh dear. Anyway, with that, whatever you're up to this weekend, have a good one. Look after yourselves, and please, for God's sake, manifest some dry weather because I'm really starting to need it. See you in a bit. Ta-da. Hey, if you haven't seen it already, why not check out this video? Or you can subscribe by clicking on that logo. Alternatively, head to www.bodysfarm.com where you can read more about the farm, check out some blog posts, or treat yourself to some of the amazing clothing that we wear here every single day. Cheers.